Hello there everyone, I am Eotidiss, a shapeshifter from another dimension, and I've been seeing that a lot of you have been having trouble getting wins in Spiritual Assault. No offense, I've been having the same problem too, but I did find a really easy way to get a win, and I'm going to teach it to you so that you can raffle stomp Spiritual Assault mode with any character, because character doesn't matter. All that matters is that you have these things right here. Get yourself a radioactive gauntlet, pair it with a really good shotgun, and then re-roll Geminis to get your plant spores on hit. That's all you need to do. The radioactive gauntlet is super busted when it's got spores attached to it, and that's all you need to win. So let's jump over there, and we're going to try to get ourselves an easy win in Gunfire Reborn. So I'm going to hit game. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to show you a couple of things you can do to really help this out, but that is the core of what we're going to be doing today. So I'm just going to grab Firefox here because she's really good, and we're going to empty this out. All you really need to do is get Copycat. Copycat is amazing. You're going to get so many of these enhancements from killing enemies in the second and third wave. It snowballs out of control. First wave, it doesn't do a whole lot for you, but then again, you don't really need a whole lot for the first wave. It's the second and third one that's usually where the trouble comes from. Then you're going to want to get Fake Death. If you don't already have Fake Death, then you can do some other things here, but you're really going to want to get Fake Death because it will keep you from dying, and you can just stand back up however many times you want. That means you only have a couple things left over here, and that is fine because you're going to want to get refreshing items. And you will also want to get extra enhancements from the craftsman. Then you're going to need money for that enhancement, so you're going to get this. And since we're doing a weapon damage build, get yourself some weapon damage. That's all you need. Let's jump into it. So the idea here is you're going to get radioactive gloves with a Gemini, a shotgun with a Gemini, re-roll them into spores, and then use the radioactive gauntlets special little right-click thing in order to just destroy the game. None of these really matter. Let's take a quick look at them. I'll take the Aura of Venom, and I will try to explain things as we go along. Now, if you've been having problems with getting cornered and getting killed really quickly in the game, I would tell you here at the very center top of the map is probably my favorite place to farm, because you can lead everyone up this little ramp here, and it's a pretty nice way to keep yourself safe. Guys will spawn over there, but you can basically walk back and forth here, and if you ever get in trouble, you just jump off, and then they'll jump down, and you keep everyone in pretty much a straight line. Not bad, not bad. Alright, we've now, since we're in single player, you can pause the game here. I would say if you're having a hard time getting wins in multiplayer, maybe you want to switch it over to single player just to knock it out. And that way you can get your character specific bonuses if you want to try those out. Otherwise, in multiplayer, you kind of have to be pretty fast with your selections, especially if you're trying to go to the Peddler or the red chest early on. Because you're not going to be like super overpowered and killing enemies. I'm going to get myself a glimmering just so that I have some fire procs here in case I want to get some more burning done. But, you know, whatever. It doesn't really matter. This point of the run, it doesn't really matter. You're just going to be destroying guys no matter what. Make sure you pick up your experience. If you kill a bunch of enemies but you don't get your experience, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Things that you're going to be looking for as far as scrolls go is against the flow, because you're going to want to have a constant stream of ammo coming into your magazine. If you can get yourself anything that does ammo mitigation, anything that can help out with getting ammo so you don't have to reload once you get to the radioactive gauntlet part of the run, that's what you're looking for. Let's see, what would we want to do? Every time you inflict burning, get a stack. That's going to be great because we already have Blazing Hoop. Now, already, this early in the run, you can see we've gotten ourselves another Peddler and shop over here. I'm not going to go to it. Why wouldn't I want to go to it? Because the shop gets rolled when you go and look at it. If you don't look at it, then it hasn't figured out what weapons are in the shop yet. And since we are looking for Geminis and a specific set of weapons, we really want to wait until the shop has Geminis in it. And that's when, oh my gosh. Thanks for the sub, Susan. I appreciate that. We're going to be waiting on the shop to have Geminis in it, and then we're going to look at them. We're not going to go any earlier than that. Now, that does mean we're going to have a little bit of a power, underwhelming amount of power until we go over there. But when we do, we're going to have 2 sets of shops that have Geminis in them. So we're going to have a really good chance of being able to get what we need. Now, Unfettered Will, I think we will go with that. Improved Clip could also be really good for us. This is going to help with the damage, but we really should have that ammo mitigation. So let's go ahead and start working on that. The extra damage is kind of a win more situation where you obviously want to kill enemies faster so that you can, you know, really enhance your ability to survive and get extra levels, because every time you kill an enemy, you get yourself some more experience, and you can get yourself more levels, more scrolls, more ascensions. Obviously, killing enemies is really important. If you are doing a run and you are not killing enemies, you're going to fall really far behind. So if you're spending most of your time running away, you're going to fall off real fast, because you need to kill enemies in order to get experience and keep going in your run. If you notice, say, you know, a couple minutes in that you're spending most of your time running away, or you ran out of ammo and you're not able to kill enemies because you're stuck with the foundry and just trying to get kills with that, you're probably better off just throwing the run in the trash and starting over, because you're going to have lots of problems. I'm going to take Elemental Bestowment because eventually we're going to have radioactive gauntlets constantly doing corrosion. Just wanted to wait for those guys to line up and hopefully get some burning on them. Here, let's get some energy back. Now we're not super strong right now. I don't have a great starting set of weapons for getting really fast kills. Just make sure that you're rotating between your secondary skills, your primary skills, and all of that. Do what you need to do with your character in the early game. I'm sure whatever you're doing with the character that you picked will do just fine early on. Ooh, ooh. Because again, once we get to the later parts here, it's not going to matter. Alright, we've gotten our first chest. I'm going to take a break from getting kills and go to my chest. You can see it is under here. Hey, grunty boy. Stop that. Since we're in single player, we're free to look at this, no problem. We don't have to worry about it. Here is a legendary scroll. We got Overwhelming Shield. That is fantastic. You'll love to see it. Alright, and now that I have killed them, I'm going to return back to my farming spot where I feel nice, safe, and cozy. Here, let's even pop some of these. And there we go. Alright, let's get everyone in a line here. We got a Yaksha of the Sea. I just heard him. Oh, that was wonderful. This is a nice combo. Getting a little bit of fire and a little bit of corrosion together gives you the explosion elemental fusion. Fiery Heart is also good because that's going to do constant burning. Doing extra weapon damage is also nice. Which of these I would do? I think I'll go with this one. I think that'll help out more later on. I could have gotten more burning, which would help with regenning my my resources for the primary skill use, but we're really just focused on having a good late game and not worrying too much about our early game. You want to make sure you have enough money and enough experience to carry on, but honestly, the first round is kind of a giveaway. You don't have to worry too much about it. Alright, I think our next level up should be another new weapon, which is great. We really need to get a new weapon going. This one's going to start falling off any moment. There we go. Alright, let's take a look here. A dual fang can be really nice for us. A lightning golden bow could do some work, but I'm going to go with this dual fang so that we can keep the corrosion and fire going. It's not super strong, but it's got a really large magazine. And we've already got one ammo mitigation thing, so we could just keep this running. Keep running, 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 running. And as you can see, this little area up here does really well. You can just keep rotating in a circle here. Enemies will keep bunching up as they go up and down the ramps. They have to basically follow a very tight path. And since we're in the center of the map, and we're on elevation, if at any point we need to like retreat in any other direction, we're completely available to. We can run down that way, we can run down that way, we can go into this cave, we can go out that way. Alright, we hit our first pause. Again, we're not going to be going to the Peddler or Craftsman because we need to save that. Arms Dealer is really good for what we're doing because we're going to burn through ammo very fast. So I'm going to take Arms Dealer. However, Genesis is really good for ammo mitigation and Thunderstep is really good for survivability. All of these are great, but we're going to take this for later on. I mean, it's going to help out right now too because this Dual Fang does chew through ammo pretty quickly. Let's see what this Cloud Weaver has on it. Nothing. Okay. So we take this moment in later waves to go to the Peddler and check things out. But right now, we just need to wait. We're not going to go to our Peddler or Craftsman until we have hit the Elite Wave. Then we're going to check both of them and try to get our radioactive Gauntlet build done. Alright guys, can you bunch up again? I like it better when you're bunched up. Yeah, there you go. A lot of these melee guys, you might get concerned seeing them come at you, but really they're very easy to dodge. You just do this, and they'll just constantly miss you. The biggest problem with sword guys is that they body block. You'll find yourself pushed against the wall with a bunch of them on you, and then you'll be in trouble. But actually getting hit by them is usually the easiest part to avoid. You just keep moving and they can't hit you. I say that and then watch me immediately get hit by one. Catfish grunt. The Yakshas of the Sea, despite them being very large and imposing, they aren't that bad. They can land some solid hits on you, and later on when there is a lot of enemies all at once, it can be hard to see them winding up to do their big splash attack thing. But outside of that, they're just kind of big squishy boys. Oh, let's try to get you in front of this. There you go. Oh, and we jump off this side because we can. Now, our damage is not that great. I'm not getting enough kills. I need to get more kills. Like even there, it was hard to see he was winding up for that. But again, we're knowingly taking a hit in the early game so that we can have a better shot in the second wave. We don't want to use up our shops on something that's not too terribly useful. For the next weapon shot after hitting with a blaze, that doesn't help out a whole lot with the Gauntlet simply because the Gauntlet fires very quickly. So having only one hit do a little bit more damage, not so much. Conflagration, we're not going to be doing a whole lot of Spiritual Flame later on. We can always throw out Blazing Meteors, but we're probably not going to be doing that either. So none of these are super helpful. For that reason, I'm going to go with this one just because it is any amount of helpful later on compared to the special things. Your Blazing Meteor, your primary and secondary skills with this setup are pretty much moot once you've got the build. I will tell you to kill Kappas on sight. Unless you have snow joggers or something to stop yourself from getting decayed, decay is going to be the thing that kills you the most. Maybe. Maybe I don't know your life. I don't know the problems that you have in this game. I assume that if you're failing in Spiritual Assault, it's because of the things that I run into, but maybe your experience is a little different and your mileage will be awful. Hello, welcome in guys. I am trying to do a recording for YouTube, so if I am not terribly interactive with chat, that is why. I mean no offense and I hope you enjoy, but I'm going to be trying to write this little guide here. And all of you watching on YouTube, if you want to come watch me live, I am at twitch.tv/Eotidiss. And I play lots of Gunfire. I play a bunch of other games too. But considering this is a new mode that's out, we're going to have a lot of fun with this. Alright. Now, we're getting really close to the elite spawning, so we need to get ourselves in position and ready to go. Whenever the elite spawn, the enemies stop spawning for the first 2 waves. So, Elite Fight 1 and 2, you can just pick off all of the guys that have already spawned in, get your experience, get any weapon drops that you're looking for, and, you know, just really knock that out and give yourself the best opportunity to win. You're going to get more money for killing the dudes, so just go ahead, clear them out, the timer stops, no problem with it. Just give yourself a clean slate. Enduring Caster, we're not going to do a lot of skill damage with this build, so we're not going to worry about that. Lifesaver could be good, but we already have the Fight for Your Life talent, so we're not going to worry about that either. We're just going to take Perfect 6, even though it's not a whole lot of damage. Again, it's a little bit better than anything else. Yeah, the pausing in solo mode, very good. They've also done a couple of updates since I last played. I played last night with Character, and they added in little pauses to the waves. And in multiplayer mode, if you look at your choices while holding C, you seem to become invulnerable, at least for a short time. Alright, the elites are spawning in. We're just going to push our way through these guys. They're all melee dudes, so it's not a big problem. Now, I've noticed sometimes that the elites are different, but for the most part, the first wave you're always going to have a monk and a catfish warrior. Now, the catfish warrior sometimes breaks his aggro and then just ends up walking around in a circle and not doing anything. So I usually don't bother with him. The real problem is the monk. Alright, we've got our shop now. So because we didn't go to the shop earlier, check this out. We've got ourselves a Gemini weapon here with 4 inscriptions on it. Gemini 4 inscriptions, Gemini 4 inscriptions. You're really looking for having that over going to the Peddler as soon as it shows up and locking yourself out. Now, this is not the radioactive gauntlet, but it already has spores and it's a fast shooting weapon. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. I'm also going to take Snow Boots and Evil Devouring Sword. Now that is a lot of my money, but I know for a fact we're going to end up taking curses later on, and this is going to be a 15% damage increase for that. That buzzsaw looking one, yeah, that's a new thing. This is a new weapon, and it's got lightning on it, which is kind of cool. Now we're going to refresh. I did not get a shotgun, so what we're going to do is go to our other Peddler. Let's use this real fast. We're just going to clear our way here. Fuck you. Get out. Again, the timer is stopped. There's no more enemies spawning, so we're no longer pressed to kill as many enemies as fast as possible. We can just come down here, come to this pet. Oh, hey, buddy. That was a little rough. Oh, there's the decay. At least I have Snow Boots now, so even though I'm in the decay effect, I don't have to worry about getting slowed down. All right, do you have a good shotgun for me? You do not. Refresh. Still no shotgun. That's fine. We'll take extra surprise. So we don't have our build ready to go at this point, and that's fine. This happens several times. You get used to it. It's all right. We don't need to have the game-winning thing at this point, but we did afford ourselves probably the best opportunity to get it going. You gotta play the random chance. Now, we need to focus on the Monk Elite and killing off all the detritus that is hanging around here. No matter what character you're using, it shouldn't be too hard to get yourself running pretty strong here. I do highly suggest focusing on the monk first. He spawns in these very strong lanterns. The stronger lanterns are a little bit of a problem because they leave a burning ground where they die. Alright, I'm going to wait for them to get in front of me and then shoot that. There we go. Now we're burning guys. This early wave, you don't really have to worry about running straight towards enemies. For the most part, they just like take a second to wind up a swing. Just keep moving, you'll be okay. This is going to take a little bit of time because we're not like super strong. But look at this. Look at that. You just sit there and you stare at them. We've got a couple of guys left. Not a big deal. We've hardly taken any damage this whole time, even though we're not really strong, so we don't have to burn through it. Hey, Isaiah, what's up? Welcome in. This catfish warrior can get on your nerves a little bit when he finds you. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna be in knockdown mode. This is why you take a fight for your life, basically. Is there a reason I'm not killing you? Oh, I have no ammo. That would do it. That would do it. You gotta... This is the problem I was talking about. You can run out of ammo and find yourself in a really bad situation. All we need to do is explore around the map a little bit. There are jars. There are other things to give yourself ammo. And again, since the timer is stopped and all the enemies that are on the map right now are all the enemies that you will have, I don't have to worry about, you know, falling behind, because we're at the point where speed doesn't matter. So this is fine. If there was ever a time to run out of ammo, it's at this moment. Alright. And we'll use some of our secondary skills to save on our ammo still. And again, even outside of doing this build, having ammo mitigation stuff is really helpful for avoiding this exact problem. Evil Banishing Talisman is perfect, so now we've got Evil Devouring Sword and Evil Banishing Talisman. We're looking really good here. Alright, almost have all of the guys killed. I was hoping that would hit all three of them. It did not. Here, have some of that. And let's go back to focusing on you. I'm going to use the blue ammo that I've got. Umbrella, you're annoying. This is going to take a minute, but we're doing okay. If you notice, the catfish warrior, since I went down and around, has completely de-aggroed off of me. He doesn't know where I am anymore. And you'll notice that happens a lot. For some reason, he just goes into like a patrol path mode. Okay, you got shield. I gotta do that to you. And this is why I really like taking care of the monk first. He just spawns so many little pyro guys in, and they do not drop ammo. They don't drop ammo, and they don't drop experience. And I'll just get stuck on the tree. That's cool. Hey, look! The catfish came back. He found us. Oh, watch the lasers. The lasers will pierce through all walls. They are quite a nuisance. There we go. Hey, Hotto, welcome on in. We're just gonna keep this rolling. Catfish Warrior found us again, but that's fine. Get rid of you, shieldy boy. Thankfully, our meteors do still one hit the pyro lanterns. It's a bit of a slog, but we're okay. Again, we'll probably just throw the fast forward on for the YouTube video here. So for any of you just joining in, hello, I am Eotidiss. I'm a shapeshifter from another dimension. You're currently catching me in my cosmic dragon form, and we're playing Gunfire Reborn. I'm trying to show people how to get an easy win in this mode using whatever character you want, so you can get all those unlocks as your heart desires. And by easy win, I mean I have a strategy that you can employ no matter what character you play, and it seems to work just fine. It is a weapon build, and all you have to do is get one specific weapon and then a complementary weapon type, and you'll be good. Okay, do I still have... I have a bunch of ammo here. We're gonna try to get back out of range of the catfish. Oh, he's on a melee attack right now. Alright, I'm gonna lead him away. Whenever you see him doing this like wobbly walk, he's trying to do a melee attack. So I'm gonna lead him over here and then jump through this portal. And now he might de-aggro again. What does this rocket launcher have? Nothing. Okay. Fuck you. Oh look, as soon as I killed it, he did another one. And another. He spawns just so much all the time. Almost there. About a quarter of the way down. This is the punishment we're taking now, and having such a slow clear of the elite is going to be rewarding for us later on. Because we could have bought ourselves something like a non-Gemini'd really good weapon. I probably could have grabbed like one of those Cloud Weavers or something like that, and we would have been set up really well for this fight. However, we would have been horribly set up for Wave 2, and that's not good. Nice. Oh my gosh, please. Thankfully, I think the bells are dropping from the lanterns. If not, then we'll just have to deal with that. Putting a little bit of damage on the Catfish Warrior too by fighting them all clumped up. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but you know, we'll take it. I've got a guy up and behind me. I guess a thing I should point out is that in this mode, not really during the elite fights so much, but outside of that, you will spend more of your time looking at the mini-map than you do at your actual screen. Alright, he's coming forward for another melee attack, so I'm just gonna back off from him for a moment. Try to lead him away if I can. There we go. Could you, for like 1 second, stop summoning things? Just like 1 second. This guy is so annoying. How are you doing, Monkey's uncle? Alright. Oh, welcome back. As soon as you kill the primary monk, all the clones die. None of the pyro lanterns will go down, but... Can you guys stop body blocking? Stop body blocking. Look how long this fight has been. Hey, Captain, welcome in. How are ya? This is quite a fight. At no point, other than when I kind of got myself stuck, were we in like any real danger. The lasers on here are pretty easy. Where's the main boy? There you are. And using this tunnel, I'm kind of taking advantage of her fire ability. Oh my god, the pies. So many pies. Using this tunnel, we can take advantage of the choke point and try to get damage splashed across all of them. And that should do it. Alright, finally. Whew. Yeah, you know, we can get a little lucky shot added on there. Now we don't have pyros, and now it is basically just us and the catfish. Now he's got himself... here, you know what? I could plant spores. It's not going to do a whole lot of damage, but we can get the spores put down by doing this. And we'll get some spore explosion. Oh no. I'm gonna chew through a lot of ammo doing this though. What does this have on it? Some rate of fire increase, accuracy, stability, and an element change. We got some burning on there. Let's make sure to use our secondary and our primary as well, because they don't require ammo. Yep. Let's put a little shock on you as well so you take some more damage. There we go. Almost down. Once his armor is gone, we can burn him. And he'll teleport through it. That's fine. And you're dead. Ooh, so despite that being a super long fight, it was fine. We are not actually doing that much burning, but it could be pretty fun. What we're looking for in order to best survive is going to be the shield. Where is it? I have so many points, I am free to reroll as much as I need. For you, you may need to make a concession on what you really want if you don't have that much, but I'm trying to show you exactly what you want. Buffer shield here. Let me disable my avatar real fast so you can see this. Doop doop. Buffer shield. If the total damage received is less than 30% of max shield and armor, you are immune to the damage. This is going to keep you from taking any chip damage whatsoever. You're going to be looking really good. Are any of these worth it? No. All right. Whenever you have, here, let me pause this real fast. If you ever have a weapon upgrade option and none of the things you want are here, just wait on it and see if you can get the weapon that you're looking for first. So let's come over here. We're looking for a shotgun. We definitely want against the flow. I don't see a shotgun here. We do have an injector, which is part of what we're looking for, but let's do a refresh. We still have not gotten a shotgun yet, which is really unfortunate considering we had 3 shops so far. So what do we want to do to give ourselves a good advantage here? Well, we're going to need to do something with spores. I don't think we want to go tiger cannon, but it is a very high amount of damage for the spore. It's not a projectile weapon, which is what you're really looking for, but we're going to take that and we're going to keep the Star Devour on with its projectiles +1. That's going to help with spreading that. And I'm going to hold on to this weapon upgrade for just a little while, because now we're going to get weapon drops that have Gemini inscriptions on them. We're still looking for a radioactive glove, and we're going to need some money for re-rolling it. And I'm going to want to upgrade whatever shotgun we get. When you do a spore build, you want to upgrade the shotgun, but we'll talk about that more once we actually have it. Let's take a little drink of water and get into wave 2. Now, we're going to have a pretty rough start here because we don't have our build. We got incredibly unlucky with our drops. We didn't get a single shotgun in all of this. So, that I would say that is highly uncommon, and we're going to have a rough time getting our kills here. All of our kills are basically going to come from spore procs, so we need to land 15 hits on enemies because we have a projectile +1. But as you notice, we are still killing them. We're just not killing them as fast as we could. And thankfully, we have a nice little fire and lightning combo, so we're going to get lots of confusion off, and that'll help too. That'll keep enemies off of us. We're going to be getting lots of burning from the hoop. Somehow that guy did not get hurt by that. That's amazing. I'm just going back and forth here. Let your Star Devourer get its ammo back. Oh, and we jump down. Now, even though I haven't taken the upgrade, I am still leveling up. I have 2 rewards banked at the moment. You can see that underneath of where it says level 15. And that's alright. You know, you would obviously want to get levels as quickly as possible to try to help out with the killing. But I want to try to maximize the levels on my Spore build. Alright, we're gonna shoot that out. And then do a fire explosion. You can see what I'm saying before about how Yakshas might not be the strongest, but when you have a whole bunch of enemies, it can be hard to see where they are when they're shooting their big splash attack. I'm getting really close to breaking on my holding back of selecting a weapon here. I have banked up 3 rewards, which means that on the 4th one, I could get another weapon. And that could be either the glove or the shotgun that we're looking for. Oh, got body blocked for a sec. Grunt guys doing their job. But we're just going to keep rotating. We're going to keep all of our enemies collected up here. Alright, I am just about to level up again, and I still haven't seen another weapon drop. And we're a ways out from getting our next Peddler. Still a ways out there. Let's get this experience that just dropped. We're already back full on our stuff. Okay, we're just gonna take this and then see what else we get here. Decay Driver, obviously that's gonna be super helpful whenever we get the Gauntlet, so we're gonna take that. Flame Talisman is a little bit more important than these. I did not get a weapon. I did get Corrosion Enthusiast, and since we already have Snow Boots, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. That sucks. I really thought it was gonna rotate into another weapon for me, but I must have miscounted where I was at. Alright, you. Corrupt Monk, you, Kappa. Kill on sight Kappas. Even though we have Snow Joggers, they're still really annoying. You hate to see it. Alright, then we just walk by all the melee dudes. Fuck you, Kappa. And go back to our farming spot. Now, we have a chest over here. Excuse me one moment. I'm gonna go check this chest. It is possible that it is a gain curse scroll, get a weapon with an exclusive, and we could luck out and get something that we're looking for. What are you? Replace an inscription or get a luxurious gift box. I'm gonna hold off on this and wait for us to get our radioactive glove, and then we can put another exclusive on it if it doesn't have one or something like that. Alright. Kind of a wash there. Again, we're just biding our time until we get the piece to the puzzle that we're looking for. Hey, Corrupt Monk. Go down. Oh. Now, I really don't like fighting down here. Being out in the open is pretty rough. It's not too bad in the first and second wave. You can get away with a lot. But once you start getting the octopus guys spawning in, being out in the open is just a death sentence. You're going to get just hammered on all sides, and it doesn't feel good, man. It feels bad, man. Hey, Navi, how's it going? How are you? Alright, so we got our another chest. Let's see what we get out of you. It's almost time for the other Peddler. And then we should be good. Alright, so we can get a curse scroll and up a level by 3. That's what we're gonna do. Again, as soon as we get our shotgun. Ooh, a shark. He's cloning and he's powerful. That sucks. Sharks will probably get you killed a lot. And you will want to kill them first. Not only because they're such a strong foe, but because they drop a lot of good experience for you. I'm doing good. Trying to show how to win the game with my easy strat. The only problem is the game is being really unfair with how unlucky it's been on the weapon drops. But this is fine. We can just keep here doing what we're doing. We are still killing enemies. We haven't reached the point where our damage is so bad that we can't kill things before unloading our entire clip. Okay, we got a pause, which means we have another Peddler. They're over there. I'm gonna grab all of this experience that I can, because you can also get weapons from level ups. So let's make sure we're affording ourselves that. Elemental Relic and Elemental Torment are both really good because, again, we're going to be using the radioactive gauntlet. So extra damage for 10 seconds when you kill an enemy affected by elemental effect. Yeah, we're going to have that happen a lot. So let's take that. I mean, even right now we're having it happen a lot. Since we're in solo play, we don't have to worry too much about getting all the way over to the Peddler immediately. The game will pause for us, which is nice. So let's see. Do you have our radioactive gauntlet and our shotgun? We do have an illusion, which is along the lines of what we're looking for. I am willing to roll past it, though, because it's not an actual, like, shotgun. Vindictive Nature is nice. I'm going to take that. Reroll. There we go. Asunder. Perfect for this. We can take Asunder. Now, we still haven't seen the radioactive gauntlet. I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to reforge you to get spores. There we go. I am now going to switch this so that you're my primary. Now, our spore building should be a bit better, but it's not going to be the best. I mean, our spore damage should be better. The spore building, not that great. We're still waiting on a radioactive glove to show up. I gotta be honest, this is like the longest I've had to wait on one. Usually there's one that drops sometime in the shop or on the ground. And now that the enemies are getting harder, we're gonna start falling behind here. We may need to do a second run just because the game is being mighty mean and not dropping a gauntlet down. We've seen multiples of other guns, and now we might get ruined because of it. However, as you can see, Spore build, still really strong. Even if you don't have the specific weapon you're looking for, it can keep you floating. I really feel like once they changed Spores to what they are now, it became so incredibly powerful. There's obviously other builds with other Geminis that can work just fine, but here, I think it is one of the best. Because if you want to go like a sniper build or something, you don't really hit that many enemies with it. Clearly, like most sniper builds are single target. You're not going to be getting as many hits out. And Spore builds lend themselves really well to splash damage and just high rate of fire. And in a mode where you're killing lots of enemies, both of those things seem really good. So it's just a good synergy all around. Alright. The good news about having Blazing Hoop is that we are constantly getting burnout. Every time our hoop procs, we basically get all of our energy back on our Spiritual Flame. And since Spiritual Flame is piercing, it too does really well in this mode. Okay, they have become more fierce. We're still waiting on the correct weapon drop, though. Things could get a little bit bad here if we don't find it soon. Another benefit to just using the same little farming spot is that anything that drops we can immediately pick up. We don't have to go like searching for it. Things should always be in roughly the same area. Annihilation Monk, go away. We're just gonna keep hopping around. Wait for our ammo to run out. Give it a pause. Throw some things down. Everything's good. Everything's awesome. And again, once the next elite group spawns in, the enemies will stop. We don't have to worry about second wave groups of enemies. We can just kill them all off, give ourselves the best chance for dealing with the elites. There will be 3 elites at least. It's usually 2 yakshas and then either a monk and or a catfish warrior. But sometimes it gives you 1 yaksha and something else. But again, the yakshas, no problem. You can throw those at me all day. Alright, let's see what they threw at us. They seem to be downstairs. Oh, there we go. We got a teleporty elite monk. We're gonna save him for last because he's got the healing, and since we've got the 1 piece of equipment, or I don't know what they call them in this mode, but they're basically the spiritual blessings. The one that says that if we take less than 30% damage, we're immune to the damage. We can ignore that guy. He basically can't hurt us. What can hurt us are the white sharks, the yakshas, anything that can do 1 really big hit. So those are the ones we're gonna worry about. Alright, let's keep these guys going in a tight little tunnel here. Easy peasy. Straight down Main Street, burn as many things as we can. I'm gonna jump down here and come around. Firefox Blessing can be pretty nice. Let's go ahead and get the burning effect every time. That's gonna help us get our energy back a little bit faster. We'll pick up some experience. Kill some of the stragglers here. Oh, we got octopoys, octoboys. And just keep backpedaling. That's all we're gonna do. We might fast forward this part of the run as well. Hey, big Yaksha. Dodge that. The big Yakshas, they do have a pretty difficult attack to dodge. You have to jump at just the right moment, or else you could eat a really big hit. Alright, we're gonna just jump over this guy. Like that. Come back this way. And just keep going. I saw a monk somewhere over there. Oli 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 o. And I've worked my way back around to my little spot. Hey, there you are, monk. I've been looking for you. Alright, jump! Oh gosh. Oh, I gotta kill something. Hey, look at that, a lantern. We have faked death. Sometimes when the Yakshas do their little attack, or not little attack, it's a pretty big attack. Sometimes when they do it, it like hits a wall and it gets stuck on it. Or it hits a ramp and just stops. And other times it just seems to keep going. And I don't know what the difference is. I haven't been able to figure that part out. We'll get there one day. Alright, just keep moving. Again, we don't have the build yet, and we've been building everything towards having the build, so our unluckiness is the reason that this is going as slow as it is. But don't worry. Hold out hope. We'll get our radioactive gauntlet, and then everything will just fall into place. Yeah, see, that time he just did it like in the wall. Let's make sure we're getting our experience. Grabbing this and that. This does mean that our red chests are going to go away before we get our next opportunity, unless the weapon drops. And considering where we're at in this run, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that we're not going to be getting what we're looking for. I'm instead going to use this chest to get myself a luxurious gift box. Strategic advantage. Nice. If I could... Oh, I'm body blocked in. I might die. Yep, that's it. Oh, okay, that came off cooldown. Neat. And we have the other red chest that we can do. I think that one had a increase to our health or shield. So let's go ahead and do that. And now we have 2 curse scrolls, which is also going to increase our damage. Our skill damage and our weapon damage. Take those. Let's go back up top. This is kind of a little bit of a mess now. I promise you, I have never gone this far into a run without getting a Gemini radioactive gauntlet. And of course it would be on the one where I'm trying to make a freaking guide for it. Alright, we've almost cleared out all the small guys here. And then we'll be left with just the elites. Go back over and under. Now we can use a little bit of this as well. It also puts out spore counters, so that's fine. It's not like the highest damage, especially against these shieldy boys, but... Oh, we finally jumped that one. Alright, use this wall and head back up to the top. Octopus! Oh my gosh, I do nothing to you. Fire! He's on our side now. Look at that guy moonwalking there. Could you... Eventually, one day. I mean, because you gotta figure, not only have we not seen it at the Peddler, we also haven't seen it in any of our weapon upgrade things either. Honestly, we might just restart this one. It's just insanely unlucky. See the same weapons over and over again and not the one that we're specifically looking for. Oh, and now I don't have enough damage to basically kill Octopus reliably, which is not a good place to be in either. Do I have the Jades? I do have those, but usually this, I mean, I'm not joking when I say I've won like 10 or 12 times, and each time I've gotten a radioactive gauntlet on the Peddlers. I've not had to wait around like an hour for them. Well, even then, I don't think we saw one early on that I could have etched. So, I wouldn't have even gotten one to etch later if I had that. It would have been wasted as well. But yeah, the etching one I've not been getting just because I feel like there's more important things for it. Because once you etch a weapon one time, that's usually like your forever weapon, and you don't need anything else. So using one of your spots for that upgrade just seems like a bit of a waste to me. That doesn't mean that it can't be, but it just feels that way. There's a lot of different ways to build it, but yep. Jump. We're gonna have to do something here. I'm thinking we might just restart because my damage is so bad. We have nothing. I'm probably gonna run out of ammo. I've had more runs lost to running out of ammo than I have from just dying. Especially since getting the Fight for Your Life talent. Like, being in this position where so few things can actually damage you, but at the same time you can't get reliable kills, it's just lame. You spend all this time just running around trying to land hits. I'm fond of it for getting an early shot at ramping Spore if I want to know RNG run. I mean, I guess. Again, this RNG is just particularly bad because even if I had taken that, even if I had an etched one, I still just haven't seen a radioactive gauntlet this entire time. So it still would have been a complete waste on RNG for me here too. Again, I'm not saying that's like a bad thing to take. It's just that this run was super unlucky, and of course it had to be on the one where I was trying to build a guide to show people how to play and get this easy win. And the game was just like, oh, you want to show them how to get the easy win? No. Illegal. Start over from scratch. Alright, we've gotten back a lot of ammo on this. Why does your F reset its cooldown a bit when you're shooting something? Because the Firefox's burn builds up based on... Oh, the Firefox's flame resource builds off of you doing burn. So whenever I do burn, then it will increase. And I have Blazing Hoop, so every time Blazing Hoop goes out and hits enemies and applies burn to them, it's going to reset or refill my bar a little bit. Oh my gosh, my damage is just so shit. Look at that. Take that hit to the face, but it's not 30%. Look at you with your like sliver of health left. Thank you. We've almost leveled again. We could get really lucky and get a weapon upgrade, and it could have the radioactive gauntlet in it, and then all the pieces of the puzzle will be put together. Holy shit, it's true. Okay, we got it. Let's see what it's got on it. It already has Spore. So here we go. Alright, let's now explain the radioactive gauntlet now that we have the freaking gauntlet. So, this thing has a little timing event on it. Here, I'm going to swap these over so you can see it. Whenever you activate the right click on the little square that you're going to see in the circle of the screen, then it's going to light up green. While it's lit up green, the laser refracts to 3 nearby enemies. The reason why this build is as strong as it is you're building spores instantaneously on 4 enemies at once. And you're going to see that spore tick up super fast. So I'm going to move this back over because I like having it on my primary. Right click, right click, right click. And you're melted. And you're melted. And you're melted. Everybody's melted. Alright. Let's kill these guys. Let the melting commence. Additionally, because it's corrosion, it is really good at getting rid of armored dudes. Let's see. Fight for Immortality is probably what we're going to go with because that gives us a little bit more survivability in case we get hit with things that go above that 30% threshold. And look at that. Look how fast he goes down in comparison. Damage Blazing Meteor when you hit with your weapon. We do that because we're going to be constantly hitting with it. Now, before we finish off the last elite, we're going to go back to each of the craftsmen and enhance the shit out of our Sunder. Our Sunder is where the damage comes from. The radioactive gauntlet is only really useful for putting spore counters on so many things at once really quickly. The damage from it mostly comes from your secondary weapon. So we're just going to enhance that. And then we're going to go back down to the bottom where I had my other craftsman. There you are, and we're going to enhance it even more. There we go. Alright, so now our damage should be good. The run is now pretty much won as long as I don't accidentally die some stupid way again. Look, he can't even damage me because each of his little hits do less than 30%. So he literally can't hurt me with this move. And now he's dead. Alright, now we have the opportunity to take something for the build as far as damage is concerned. Increase the decay effect and minus damage taken from enemies in decay. Don't really care for that. The doing burning to enemies in 10 meters, I'm now going to take that because we have the corrosion and this can do explosion damage now, which is really nice. We're not reloading anymore because we have so much ammo mitigation stuff. Tactical reload doesn't matter. Thorny Carapace could be pretty good. Whenever we take a hit, we're going to shoot out little corrosion things. But, let's see. I'm going to take Terminal Lucidity because it could help keep us alive. Now, after each elite wave, you get another opportunity to shop. So let's see if we get a different kind of shotgun in here. They are going to be plus 10, so it's going to be like 1 or 2 levels short of what we currently have. But if I get something like a Wild Hunt or just something really good that has like extra damage, that could help you. I will take On the House because it gives us something for free. And I'll take Bluff because we might reasonably be at full health constantly. Pray for Argus, yeah. Argus would be really nice for it. We've got Asunder right now, which isn't the best, but hey, it's not the worst either. I think of all the shotguns, probably the Illusion would be the worst for us. The Pupil maybe second. But what we're really looking for is like a good Hell, Argus, Wild Hunt. Anything that is like a lot of projectiles and a lot of damage is going to do you good. Now, before we go into Wave 3, I want to remind you that we have Copycat. And you're going to see down here, just like off to the right of my shoulder, little sword icons. Those are the Copycat buffs that you're going to get. In Wave 3, so many enemies have them that we're just going to be constantly snowballing up Copycat buffs. So here, let's see. There's one already. Bloody ammo. We're going to take Long Shot. Hey, what's up, Penguin? We're going to take Long Shot because we can get really long range on this. And so that's going to help with doing damage. Make sure we're picking up all of our experience. We're going to try to focus on killing sharks and octopus because they give the most experience. And then when elites start spawning in on this wave, we're going to focus on elites. I don't know if there is a cap to the number of elites that can spawn at once, but if there is, I want to make sure I'm killing elites to keep that as low as possible so that more of them are in consistently. Alright, we got a Sharky boy here. I do hear an octopus somewhere, so we're going to look for that. No cap, you can just farm? Okay. Good, there's our octopus boy. Go down. You've got nice juicy experience for me. Thank you. And right now, all I'm really doing is focusing on landing my timing on the radioactive gloves benefit. Like, making sure you have that constantly up is probably the most important part of this build. Your target acquisition obviously matters somewhat, so don't get me entirely wrong there. But you're going to want to make sure that that is up above all else. Yes, the gauntlet is ridiculous. We're trying to show how ridiculous it is. As you can see, I'm pretty much just wave my hand in front of waves of enemies, and they fall over. This isn't the strongest build I've had yet. We haven't had our Spore build up long enough that I could enhance it a lot. We had to spend a lot of our money on rerolls. But now that we're here, we can start really focusing on that. Make sure it's up. We also don't really care where we do our farming at. Just make sure you don't die. That's it. Just don't die. So we can back away. We can rush in. Now, it's really important when you're doing the Spore build that you pump up your shotgun, not your radioactive glove. So whenever that happens, just switch to this, go there, and then switch back. That's where your damage is coming from. The Spore build-up damage is where you're getting your kills. So make sure, even though it's not the weapon in your hand, it's a little bit counterintuitive, make sure you are building up your Spore damage, not your radioactive gauntlet. Oh, you hooked me as I fell down. Good shot. Okay, that guy's down. I'm gonna try to get back up here so I can get some of this experience. There we go. The 30% not taking damage, pretty good. Alright, we got 2 chests to go look at. I'm gonna take a little bit of time away from farming up to check out what we got. Search a scroll. Berserk's not really important. Resilient life, not really important. Gourmet, not really important. None of this is really that important. I'll take casual gunmanship for the lucky shot chance. And what do you got? Replace normal with rare. You already have all rare, so we're just gonna take the upgrade level by 3 on our Sunder and put that bad boy up to a 16. There we go. Alright, both of those chests down. The elites will usually start spawning after the Peddler shows up on the last wave. So you'll have one chance to hit the Peddler and then see what happens from there. Again, this isn't like the most amazing build I've seen yet. We were really slow to get it started, so we haven't had a lot of time to invest in our damage, but maybe that actually is a good showcase for you. Even though we got this updated so late, it still does a really decent amount of damage, considering. And again, it auto-targets and stuff, so you don't even have to worry about, like, aiming for crit spots when you have 500 enemies looking at you. All you have to do is pretty much bounce back and forth in front of a wave of enemies, and they just fall down. Get all this experience. Good and evil, very nice, because we have some curse scrolls, so we can get ourselves some more max HP. And therefore, the reduction, the 30% immunity thing is even better. Alright, let's try to pick up as much stuff as we can. Where our Peddler is down below. We're going to grab all of this. They don't go away, so it's not necessarily bad. Just wanted to make sure that didn't refresh. There we go. And let's see what you got down here, Peddler. You've got Advanced Depot. I don't think we've reloaded in like 20 minutes, so I'm not going to worry about that. Corrosion Shard is fucking brilliant for us. So of course I'll take that. And we're going to pump you up a little bit more. Wonderful. Energetic Spirit is pretty nice at this point. I don't know if it's necessary because we're not going to use our skills pretty much from here on out. So I'm just going to do that because Blazing Hoop will still do some burning. But at this point, our skills are meaningless. It's all about that radioactive damage. Corrosion Shard's going to be really good. Notice the octopus can't even hurt us because they do so little damage. So, you know, we can just kind of stand in front of them and not worry about getting hurt. You can actually use them somewhat as a shield as well. And every time we hit 600 monies, we should try to hit a craftsman. I had one run that I have saved as a VOD that I might upload, where I got Elite Assassin pretty early on, and once we got to this part of the run where it just starts throwing a whole bunch of elites and stuff at you, it got up to 40 stacks, and I was doing a bonus 400% damage. Kind of nasty. Okay, Mid-Air Strike I like because I'm constantly bouncing around anyway, so it's just basically a raw damage upgrade. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm playing this game, I mostly run around jumping the whole time. I'm just bunny hopping all over the place. I haven't seen an elite spawn yet. I feel like they should be doing any moment now. Again, just spend most of your time looking at the mini-map and then run towards the purple diamonds whenever they show up. Alright, robust guys, you're a bit of a pain. Now, we didn't get a whole lot of ammo mitigation stuff either. So we need to make sure that we don't accidentally run out of ammo at any point. But if you can, focus down octopus, focus down lobsters. They're going to be where you get all of your experience from. And you're going to want to get as much experience as you can to get as many levels as you can. More ascensions are always welcome. More scrolls, always welcome. Don't shoot yourself in the foot and spend most of your time targeting down things that aren't worth it. And then when the elites spawn in, they of course give the most. Look at these robust assholes. Just sitting here soaking up all of this damage. So dick move. But there we go, you get the golden ones. Ooh, phantom skin? I do like phantom skin. Hey, you see my face? Yes. Oh, you're invulnerable. Hey, look, we got lobster guys up here. You're down. Another robust one, man. Game's got like one enhancement it likes. But as you can see, the run pretty much plays itself out at this point as soon as you get things going. Robust. Again. Subs are stored in the... but they literally are. If you guys were to subscribe, I do have a new action for when that happens. So if you sub or gift a sub, you will see that happen, and it's pretty cool. We already had it once because Zuzan gave us a tier 3. I don't currently have a way of discerning between tiers of subs for it though, so sadly it's all the same. Yep. Alright, could we... There we go. So what could have also made this run better? Getting Merciless Combo would have been nice because you're constantly landing like multi-hits on things. So that can do a lot of good for you. We did get Against the Flow, which is keeping our ammo in magazine going pretty much permanently. So if you ever get the opportunity to get Against the Flow when trying to run this build, definitely take it. It will make it so that you never have to reload, and you pretty much are guaranteed to not run out of ammo at any point. We are casting meteors constantly because of the one ascension that we got. Oh, we actually got hit there. I think this is what pain feels like. Arrogant lobster. There we go, got you. More lobsters, more death. Yes, that is another way to win. If you get the shield where you do not take more than, you don't take damage less than 30% of your max HP and shield, and then also get Spirit Feline, you're invulnerable. You just can't die. You don't take damage. There might be something that gets around it, but if there is, it's not reliable, and you can pretty much guarantee that you're safe. So yeah, that's a good combo too. It's not a very fun way to win, other than the novelty of being invulnerable. I say it's not fun because you will like be hitting your head against a wall for a long time waiting to clear enemies out. If you don't have something else that's really strong as far as damage goes, you know. You will find yourself going, oh, okay, I can't kill you, and you can't kill me. So, good luck us, I guess. And again, like I said, I've had several runs where I felt like I couldn't die, but at the same time, I would run out of ammo, and I just could not win. Like, maybe spending an hour shooting the foundry could have gotten me the win, but I just got so bored that I stepped away. Alright, we've got a lot of elites here, and again, we didn't have the strongest start, so we're not going to have the strongest finish. But as you can see, we're doing really well. We're killing enemies fairly quickly. Even though they're elites, we are moving around because Copycat is constantly full of really good buffs for us. So enemies aren't able to land hits. We've gotten ourselves the bonus armor, so we're not falling behind that way either. Hell, I can probably get a couple more enhancements now that I've got a lot of money. There we go, get you up to 21, and I think I had a couple down here. We can get one more. Flesh and bones with paranormality, you still die. That's true. If you try to do the 1 HP, it doesn't actually make you more invulnerable. We did try that out too. We were like, oh man, 30, if it's like more than, Spirit Feline means that you can't take more than 14% of your HP in a single hit. Well, if you only have 1 HP, then you can't take more than like half, like less than 0.2 damage, but no, you still die. You would think the math would make that impossible, but apparently not. I'm going to guess that it just says a minimum of 1 damage. Alright, the actual elites have spawned in, so we have to kill the elites. On the 3rd wave, you cannot clear out the entire stage. The enemies will keep spawning in, so you have to kill the elites while other enemies are still there. You just gotta deal with it. But thankfully, we've got our build going, so there you go. There's another one. Pick up all of that. Devil's Covenant would have been nice to get early on, but we don't have it now. I guess I could have taken Fire Enthusiast, but without Flame Shard, I feel like it's going to get me killed. Unless they change that. It does look like enemies have stopped spawning, so maybe they made it so that enemies stop spawning on the 3rd wave now? Again, they changed up a bunch of stuff just as I wanted to do a guide for people. Of course. Oh well. We're still going to get a win on it, which I think is good enough. You know, I should probably actually pick these things up. Flare Calling, getting that to 3. That's really nice. Now we'll sometimes cast Spiritual Flames as well. You'll love to see it. Alright, we only have a couple of elites left. Just a little bit of time here. Easy peasy. He's not going to be able to spawn anything in because as soon as he spawns it in, they're going to die to the radioactive glove going off. Some things that you can look for if you get the opportunity to pick between a couple of radioactive gloves and you're looking at inscriptions and you're not sure what to get. Any of the ones that say increase lucky shot for bullet shot without reloading, because clearly we're aiming to not get to the point where we have to reload at all, and that means your lucky shot just gets boosted up to 100%. It's really good. Now what do I want to get? I'm going to go with Bullet Light because we are doing lots of lucky shot, and we're going to go with Elemental Cube because occasionally we are going to luck out on that. This Wild Hunt plus 15, not as good as a plus 22 Sunder, I believe. We have enhanced all we can enhance from there. We will have one more opportunity for a Peddler and Craftsman before going to the final boss. Oop. I think I have one enhancement here. Boop. And let's go to the final boss. Now, if you've died on the final boss, I don't know what to tell you because I've not died on the final boss. I feel like he's pretty easy. All you have to do is keep moving. That's literally it. That's the whole thing. We're not really doing skill damage, so I'm just going to skip on that. And we're going to come over here to you and enhance, enhance, enhance. So I can't even like tell you all the mechanics of this guy. All I know is keep moving, hold left mouse click down on him, and you're done. There goes his shield. We just keep moving. Alright, this move, guess what you do? You just keep moving. That's all you do, you just keep moving. Alright, what are you gonna do now? Oh, you're gonna be invulnerable? Oh man, that's cool. That's really cool that you're invulnerable. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna keep moving. I'm just gonna keep moving here. Oh man, he's doing that move? Guess what we do? Chat, what's the answer? Oh, the answer is just keep moving? Oh, you see the big red thing on the ground? I'm just gonna keep moving. Oh no, big red thing on the ground? We just keep moving. Oh, he's invulnerable again. Look at that. Oh, he's doing his big suck? Alright. You just stand here. Just get behind the rock. He does big suck. And we're back. You just keep going. Why do anything else? Oh, move forward. Switched it up on us. Oh. Man, this is the most I've seen him do this in a row. I am not doing damage. There we go. Now we're doing damage again. Oh no, the hands. Guess what? You just keep moving. Just keep moving. The game. The movie. Oh, he's doing the big suck again. And there you go. We're moving around at the speed of sound. We got places to go. Gotta follow my rainbow. Oh no, hands and then dodge. Yep. Oh, back up. Oh, hands. Oh no. And he's gone. Oh. Okay, it went away. And that's the final boss. That's it. Again, literally all you have to do is just keep moving and you won't get hit. You're fine. That's all. And there you go. Even though it was a little bit more difficult than I made it out to be at the start, that is literally because we just got super unlucky and we still ended up winning pretty handedly. How do you win outside of using this strat? There's a lot of things that you can do and you can find them yourself, but using this, you could do it on any character. No problem. You don't need any of your skills. You don't need any special thingamadoogle. You basically just need a radioactive glove, a shotgun, spores, and then against the flow, and you're pretty much done. You don't even really need against the flow. It's just to make it even better. So I hope you enjoyed this and I hope it helped you out. If it did, give me a like. If you want to see more of this in the future, subscribe. If you have your own ways of winning Spiritual Assault mode, let us know down below in the comments. And until next time, take care of yourself and take care of those around you. Bye-bye.